welcome to our home. This is a quick demonstration on the Wink hub and smart home, I guess home automation setup we've got going in our house. Basically doing it for lights only. I will eventually be adding locks, but I do have it integrated with a Nest thermostat and with a Nest cam, and I've also got a relay and some other little stuff. So I'll kind of go through this setup, show you guys what I've got. First off, I've got I think 11 or 12 Cree bulbs in all my lamps. So I've got a lamp here, of course, that's controlled. I've got a lamp there in the hallway, a lamp in my office. Oh, I don't want to forget, I got two Cree bulbs next to our bed. That's set up as a separate group for bedroom lamps. I've got three of them outside. I've got one over the porch, the actual porch light here, and I've got two above the garage. So this is what kind of started my home automation addiction. I really wanted a way to control those two lights without having to do anything. And I wanted to automatically turn these guys on and off. And I tried the adapter that plugs in between the bulb and the socket that automatically detects low light and turns them on. Those were they barely worked. Sometimes they worked, sometimes they didn't. They both went out eventually, and the lights would never turn off. So I ended up getting a Wink hub for my birthday and two bulbs. So that fixed that, and it worked really well. So anyways, I'll go over what our setup. So you've seen the lamps. We've got the Nest thermostat. I've got the Nest cam. The hub is back here. So there's the Wink hub. And it is about that far from the office where the Wi-Fi router is. On the wall, I've got a relay, which is a birthday present. Controlling the light above the sink is a GE dimmer in-wall switch, and controlling the light above the kitchen table is a Leviton dimmer switch. So that's it. Now I am going to also get a smart plug, a quirky plug that's already been ordered. It should be in tomorrow to control these two lamps. I'll be able to at least turn these on and off. So again, like I said, mainly I'm just using this for light automation. I've got most of these on schedules, so all my lamps come on at night. The outside lights come on at sunset and then shut off at sunrise. And I've got, some robot automated actions, but certain times of the night they'll dim. I've got some shortcuts that I can turn all the lights off, all of them on. I can turn just the living room lamp off for what I call movie mode, and the rest of the house it dims real low. So it's not night outside, it's pretty bright. So let me go ahead and do a quick demonstration. I can show you guys how this does work. There's no one spot I can be in the whole house to see all this happen, but we could do our best here. So I've got my Nexus 7 tablet, and let's go get some shortcuts here. Okay, this is all on the relay as well. So all lights are off. Let's go ahead and turn all lights on. And I forgot to mention the relay on the wall there is controlling this ceiling fan and light. That's one thing cool about the relay. When you do install it, it takes over that wall box and makes it a smart switch. So let's go ahead and turn all lights on 100%. Okay, so lamps turned on. You see, it's pretty quick. That lamp came on. Bedroom lamp is off. That one's actually physically turned off right now. That's on. The outer lights are not on. They're not part of the same group. That shortcut doesn't turn those on. Okay, and you can see the kitchen is nice and bright because it turned on both the kitchen lights. Okay, and I'll go ahead and turn them all off again. Here's kitchen off, actually. So that shuts off the kitchen. Turn off all the lamps. And I don't have a shortcut for all lights off, but I've got a good night button that shuts it all off. Okay, so everything's dark again. And to kind of show you guys what I do have, I've got another shortcut that turns everything on partially. Dims the house to 22%. This is more of a setting for nighttime. 22%. Okay, so the lamp came on nice and low. Lamp came on nice and low. This gives a nice ambient feel. And again, the house is bright, so that's glowing. That's kind of cool. And that guy's barely on. So then I got another shortcut here. You know, let's see here. I'll go through my shortcuts. Why not? So we got kitchen on, kitchen off. Again, here's kitchen on. That just turns them up to 100%. Kitchen off. I got all the lamps off. Dim house 22%. Movie time. We'll turn out all the lamps really low. And that one barely turns on. This basically puts everything at about 1%. And then the movie itself, or I'm sorry, the living room lamp stays off. I've got all lights 100%. We just did that. Everything gets nice and bright. This one's bedtime. All lights off but the bedroom. Cooking music style. This is kind of my personal setting. And a good night one, which shuts everything off. And whenever I get door locks, it'll be able to lock the doors. And all the outdoor lights on 100% and outdoor lights 45%. So, show you right now, turn the outdoor lights on 100%. So, there you go. So that does work. And then I can dim them 45%. So there they go. The outdoor lights, out of the 10 Cree bulbs I bought, I ended up having 2 of them. I'm sorry, 1 that didn't pair and had an issue. So that's not bad, honestly. 9 out of 10 were good, 1 of them not. So these are my outdoor lights, and I've got them set up in a group called Outdoor Garage. I'll go ahead and turn them off. But the reason I'm showing you this is how well they work in the cold. Actually, just outside. They've been through cold and heat already, and it's had no issue. This is all the way up. This is dimming them all the way down. And then kind of keep it 50%. That's where I keep them on at all times. Then shutting these guys off. And we can do dim house 22% again. So notice how quick it is. A lot of people complain about the response, but it seems like my groups have gotten tighter. I don't know if maybe they've learned and that they're supposed to be together in a group. But for instance, when I turn all the lamps on and off, the lamps do a really good job at doing it at the same time. In fact, let me go ahead and put the lamps on all the way again here. So lamps on. So both lamps came on 100%. And then I'll dim it to 22%. And they dim instantly. So just basically becomes an app on the wall. It allows you to do everything you can do on the app just on the wall itself. So let me show you. So basically we can go to my shortcuts. I can turn the kitchen on. Kitchen comes on. Kitchen off. And the kitchen's on. Now that bulb flickers because it's not meant to be dimmable. It's an LED bulb. But notice how they fade on and off. That's something that's really cool that the in-wall dimmers do. As they come on and off, they fade. The Cree bulbs that are in the lamps do that as well, but they do it at a little bit different rate. So again, let me show you all that. So go to shortcut. I think I've got one here for the lamps. Yeah, here we go. So all lamps off. And they fade and they're off. And then I'll touch on lamps on. So there you go. I've also got a setting for all lights 100%. And also, I forgot to mention, this wall plate, the relay, takes over basically the switch that you plug this into, and they become smart switches. So this wall plate was controlling the fan and light. So those now become smart switches for fan and light. So soft touch, light comes on, off. The bottom one controls the fan. A little bit of a delay there, but it does turn on. Ceiling fan off, and it's off. I've got a shortcut here for all lights 100%. That does just that. All lights go on 100%. And it is nice and bright in here. And I've got one here. This says dim house 22%. So again, let me kind of back up. Once you pair all your bulbs and you create your groups, now you can create shortcuts. And these are just basically icons that automate actions for you. So you can pretty much say whatever you want. So in this case, I created a shortcut that says, I call it dim house 22%, and it goes through all my groups I've set up and sets them to 22%. So this affects all the lights except for the outdoor lights. So this will kind of dim the house down. Notice it turned that light off and dim the lamps down to 22%. The kitchen's down a little bit lower, and that's down. So at nighttime, this really creates a nice soft glow in the house. What else we got here? I got movie time. Let me show the outdoor lights. The outdoor lights 100%. So these only come on, maybe that's all lights, excuse me, outdoor front lights 100%. I still have some work to do. I need to get that switch that controls the under counter lights. I need to get that switch put on the wall, and then a wall switch put in there. And I need to get a GE Quirky plug to control these two. That's in a plug each. So I got a plug for the light underneath there and a plug for the LED lights that change color in the bar. There you guys have it. There is a quick demonstration of my smart home / home automation.